One. Hi everybody, we are live from the set of Major Crimes today with star Tony Denison, aka Lieutenant Andy Flynn, and the amazing costume designer that we've been dying to do this with, Greg Lavoie. So we are going to talk our favorite subjects, which is of course Shandy wardrobe. And then, of course, suspenders. We got to talk about them suspenders that all the fans love and adore. And then we'll talk about a couple of other fun things from the set here today. But we promise not to give anything away, or TNT would kill me. So here we go. And Tony too, and Greg. So
I'm below the line, so they won't kill me.
So no, they won't. They need him, really.
All the fans love that you do the matching outfits for Flynn and Raider. So, Greg, take us through it. How did you come up with that concept? How long ago did you start it before we all caught on to it? And how much do you love the fact that the fans pay attention to every piece of it?
Well, first of all, I love the fans. They're what keep us on the air. So right there, that's very, very important for us as employees as well as actors. The matching colors started with Brenda Lee and Gabriel in the original Closer series, with all the other cast members too, because if Brenda was opposed to Flynn, for instance, then I'd have them in opposing colors. But Gabriel was her right-hand guy, so they would always be coordinating. So once Brenda left, my whole color story and matchy thing was kind of out the window, until the romance started with Raider and Flynn. And then as it started, there was some subtle matching, but then as it got hot and heavy, or hot and heavier, then we got the purple gasms, and we got more of the matching colors, which is fun. And it's really cool to do, and it's fun for the fans to kind of pick up on it. So that's what I love.
Yeah, and I look forward to it. I mean, every change I have, every episode, and it's, you know, and it's funny. I think Greg would know this. In the whole series of The Closer, Flynn didn't ever take his jacket off, except once or twice when he wore vests, because we had talked about wearing three-piece suits. But then when my love of suspenders, the minute Greg said, "Yeah, let's go for the suspenders," suddenly Flynn is without his jacket so much it's ridiculous, because I love to show him. It's like really old school. And I have, I don't know how many pair Flynn has, but I know personally Tony has at least like 25 pair of suspenders.
All right, Greg, take us through some of these suspenders. I'm going to come in close.
Well, but I want to say something about Tony first.
All right.
So you and I have known each other since my first movie of the week back in like 1991-ish, I think.
Oh my God, that's
and
right.
that was with Jo Beth Williams,
yes.
And you played her love interest in that.
Right.
And when I met Tony then, he was delightful and very sartorial, and loved his clothes and loved the leather jacket I put you in.
That's right.
When, and I think actually took the leather jacket.
I did.
But
they gave it to me.
With approval.
Yeah,
with approval. So when you then came on the DA. It was great to work with him, and then again on The Closer and Major Crimes. So, but this is one actor that never complains about his clothes. He puts on his suits because he gets character, and he loves the clothes I pick for you, and also what my shopper shops for him, and my assistant designer pulls for him, standing over the wings. But also I love his ties, so he's always had a great tie collection. But I appreciate that from a costume designer standpoint. You allow me to do my job, and you never question it. And the only thing that he does question is a collaboration. Should I take my jacket off? May I have suspenders? Could I have vests? So that's what I like, is the collaboration between who Flynn is with compared to you. So anyway, so yes, the question was?
All right, so you know what? Before we get to the suspenders, let's go back to Purple Gasm.
Okay.
So, because the fans love that, and oh my God, the second I just said that word, all the little hearts just popped up on the screen. I love it.
Okay, so Purple Gasm
take us
started,
through Purple Gasm.
Purple Gasm started because Mary / Raider loves purple. So the character I was always putting in this one particular purple Armani jacket. And then when the Shandy romance started, it was a perfect example to be able to put Flynn in a very light lilac colored shirt, a great purple and black tie, and then have Raider in black Michael Kors jacket and a purple Armani top. So that's how Purple Gasm started, came to be, and has exploded. So this is a perfect example of Purple Gasm. Now, what you're wearing today is a pink gasm, because Mary had a little bit of pink on.
And coral.
And Anthony had on a pink shirt and his pink and gray tie. So this is what's the fun part of these color combinations.
And I must say, You know, like a lot of times when I've been on shows, sometimes the cast says, "Oh, yeah, you look nice, whatever." But this is the only show where all the crew constantly will come over to me and go, "Man, I really love that tie," you know. And they go, "What kind of tie?" And I'll say, you know, Greg finds the ties.
That's just a JCPenney tie.
Yeah, he finds ties at JCPenney, Target, places like that, and he gets them at the price that a cop can afford.
But you also have Gucci's and Brioni and all those other fabulous ties.
Yeah.
Because maybe
Yeah.
Raider bought them for you.
Right, exactly. There is a couple upscale ties. But that's what I love so much about my character. I mean, Greg very affectionately refers to my character as the Peacock
Totally.
because of, you know,
Well, on the closer, you were. I mean, Gabriel had a certain style. Each of those guys had a certain style, but you had that peacock style. You could always wear the colors, the pop of color on the shirt and the gray
turquoise.
I like
and
that
pink.
peacock style.
You're about the
That's
only
new
guy I know to
hashtag,
pull off
everyone.
pink.
Hashtag peacock style. All right, so take us through. You get the script, and you're ready to, you know, set out the wardrobe for the week. How does it start? Do you start with Mary? Do you start with Tony? Do you start with the color scheme? Take us through it.
Okay, I start with the story first of all, and I read it, and then I start sketching in my script, which I should have brought to show you guys, but maybe the next interview we have, Facebook interview.
Do it anytime you want.
So I do start with Mary because I like to revolve everybody's wardrobe around her, whether it be the good guys, the bad guys, whatever. So I'll plot Mary's wardrobe, but now I have to be very specific though to be able to match with Tony, because we do that every time, and I hope you guys maybe.
I mean, to be in a situation, first of all, to work with Mary is, you